everyone.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Court of the Celtic Wyvern King. Ooh, excuse me, that yawn just came out of nowhere. But we are back with our Theros 5e campaign. Currently got my camera covered up because I'm still eating what is left over of my dinner because I had a late start getting out of work. But we're going to go ahead and go around and say who you are, who you play, and what do you think, it's been a couple weeks, what do you think the blinding light from the sarcophagus was? Let's start with Jay.
Oh goodness. I honestly think it's what we're looking for. Like what we set out to the Deadlands to try and look for is the forget the name at the minute, he's in my notes. Orestes. His corpse. And hi, my name is Jay. I play Colette, the Satyr Cleric of Karamecha.
Alright. Leandros, Miles.
Oh, hello everybody. My name is Miles, or Turquoise Bard, and I play Leandros the Bard, and a human devotee of the goddess Ifara. And I think, yeah, he's kind of thinking that maybe this is like Orestes' like soul, or like it's what they were sent to look for.
All right, Sam.
What is up, y'all? I am Sam Markov and Co on most socials. I play Deimos, the group's
Hydrate.
The group's Hydrate. Oh, god damn it! The timing is impeccable. Your timing is impeccable.
And you can blame B for my Stargate game.
You know what? That's fair. All right. Where was I?
Who you are, who you play.
Right. I play Deimos, the group's Ancients Paladin of the Satyr variant.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a College of Lore Bard. I forgot to mention.
Very important. Very important. To be honest, I know it's got to be something important, or it wouldn't be glowing. Either that, or someone was hiding inside and they just flashbanged us. I've got no idea which.
Yeah, either are possible in this setting.
I'm guessing something either divine or divinely touched in nature. I swear to God, if it's one of Helios's.
All right.
One sec.
Yeah. And then, once again, like I said, I am Kel, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King, the God's Oracle, the Chaos Wrangler. Whatever the hell you want to call me, as long as it's appropriate. Sam, don't even start. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we start, though. One, if you like what you see, make sure to hit that follow button. We always enjoy getting new followers. We are currently working on a goal of 150, and we'll do something special for that, just like we did when we hit 100. So if you really like what you see, hit that subscribe button. And remember, you get a free sub from Twitch Prime. Use it. Sam, I'm going to come after you. I know where you live, roughly.
And I know you got a bad ankle right now. I don't.
Yeah, but I got a car that actually works for the most part.
Wait, you're telling me I can get an insurance claim?
Yeah. But also, and it'll pop up here. Actually, it already popped up in the chat. If you also want to support the channel, we do have a merch store. You know, we got some pretty cool stuff. We got stuff for the channel overall. We got some for specific games. Like, we do have a piece of merch for this game, where it is a sweatshirt. I need to actually remember to go back and forth and make that also into a t-shirt and some other stuff. But where it's a generated image of our Leona Barbarian, who sadly is not here today because they're working on stuff for finals, because it's getting to that part of the year for them. Where it's, you can lead a donkey to water, but you can't you can lead a horse to water, or you can't. God, I'm tired. You can't lead a horse to water, but you can toss an ass. Yeah. Ah, all right. Well, last we left off, the party had defeated the two Lampads that were sent by Erebos to this place for unknown reasons, and after in-game time, hours trying to figure out how to open the box.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What do we know?
They finally opened it. Now, granted, one of them found out that they are not destined to become a return, at least as of now. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But when they opened it, they just saw this, bright glowing light when we ended. And as their eyes adjust, they see it takes the form of man. No, it's not Gideon. He's not surprising y'all again.
Surprise attack by Gideon again. Motherfucker!
Yeah.
Death does not wait for you to be ready.
But you see someone who's dressed in almost like priest-like clothes over their form, as they are cowering in the box. And next to them is a corpse that has been rotted for ages.
Oh.
Yeah, and that sarcophagus was definitely sealed for a bit, so you know that it's all that odor's coming out. Because that thing was like vacuum sealed, almost.
Okay.
We didn't interrupt anything, did we?
I don't think you you may not like the answer to that question.
Touché.
Hello?
When he sees y'all, he actually jumps out of the box and is hiding behind it.
Take it easy. If we were here to harm you, I would have stabbed you already. Several times.
He would have.
Attention. Another.
You can relax.
Are you hurt? Are you hiding?
Is that you're not?
It's
You're not with them, as he points to the corpses of the Lampads y'all just decimated.
no, not at all. I mean, in fact, we just we just killed them. As a matter of fact,
Self-defense.
disintegrated them.
We were merely
Just
talking, and then they
hated.
decided to attack us.
Yeah, we weren't
Yes.
going fast
That's
enough
something.
for them.
But no, we are not with them.
He's going to stand up a little bit, and as you get a good look at him, you can almost see through him a little bit. Like, he's solid, but not.
Oh,
Like, it's almost like when you were looking at Gideon.
You're an Eidolon.
Yes.
I point down at the I point at corpse. Are you this body's Eidolon?
No.
What are you doing in its casket then?
Honestly, was trying to get away from them, as he again points to the corpses.
Oh.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. One of them did say something about wanting to claim whatever was in here for Erebos.
Oh,
They must have been talking about you.
did they see you before you saw them? Or did they not know?
No, they knew I was in here. They chased me in here. And did you say Erebos?
Yes.
I'm not surprised they lied. Those two actually were working for Atherios.
Oh. What would? And there is some overlap in domains there, but I can't. Atherios is not normally so proactive like this. Why would he send people out to claim you?
the Eidolon's like he's gonna kind of like straighten up a little bit more, and he's just gonna gesture. Hold on, because I got my camera on. So yeah, I'll cover back up and say just pointing to the fact that he is an Eidolon, meaning he escaped the underworld.
Yeah, Leandros is Leandros it clicks for him. Oh, could it be you? You are a recent escapee of the underworld.
I wouldn't say recent.
Well, how long has it been since you've seen the mortal world again? Then.
Better question is, why are you here?
Yes.
That's what I was
Why
going to
did you
ask.
escape? Like, if you were killed
I'm-
before your time, it's one thing, but
Yes. And attempting to escape the underworld certainly carries its own dangers. I'm going to take a look at the. I'm going to take a look at the sarcophagus. Maybe make a religion check to see if I can decipher any symbols or carvings on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna give him a once over, and does he just seem like some rando who just ran from the underworld, or does he seem recognizable in any way from like stories or anything like that?
Give me investigation.
Ready?
And I got a 4 + 5 on religion, so a 9.
Yeah, not much since before. You just know that if you drop blood on it, you'll be able to find out if you're going to be returned or not.
I got a 17 investigation.
very nice. Very nice.
You're not entirely sure if you remember him. It's like one of those like on the tip of your tongue moments.
You seem familiar. What is your name?
Varius.
Is it? How do you spell that, GM?
Varyas.
Varyes. Okay.
No, YAS.
YAS. Okay.
Yes.
Varya. Yas Queen.
Varias.
I'm gonna make a history check when he says that name.
Hey, go ahead.
That's a 7.
No, you're still just kind of like trying to recover from the fight overall.
Yeah. Varius.
Hey,
Not ringing any bells. I feel like I should know that name.
well, why don't we let them tell, as well as tell them how and why they escaped the afterlife?
I suppose. Yes. If you wouldn't. I am something of a chronicler of tales myself, so I'm always open to hearing new stories. If you would be comfortable sharing yours with us.
I honestly don't remember how I escaped.
Insight.
Sure.
So you must have escaped long ago then.
Let's see, what is my insight? That is a 17.
He's telling the truth.
And
And then to answer your question, Jay, he turns and goes, "No, it's just that that bit of information always seems to leave when someone escapes.
Yes, the returned and other escapees often lose memories of their former lives.
Well, I'm glad you retained your name.
So
Yes.
I guess the question is, why are you here? It's obvious why the Lampids want you. They want to take you back.
He said he was here because he was chased here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Where
I
were you
suppose
before?
Sorry, repeat that.
Where were you before?
I just traveled.
Do you remember where to?
Hamlet to hamlet, village to village, polis to polis.
And nothing, no specific places stick out in your mind.
I mean, I've been everywhere.
All right, everywhere. That's
Everywhere?
Practically.
How did that poem go again? That riddle?
Leandros racks his brain briefly while Turquoise Bard checks his notes.
Oh, I think. Are you talking about
Yes.
Aristides' poem?
Mm-hmm.
There was hid from eyes of mortals and gods, lies wither and Orestes rot.
He's not exactly hidden.
No. I mean, and if this is perhaps this is Orestes' final resting place. I mean,
That's
that's
what I'm
certainly
hoping.
yeah, so certainly has the rot part down, but I don't know what lies withering has to do with.
I'm not convinced.
We still
this
have the
is right
masks.
thought.
Oh, yes, of course. And I reach into my pack and I take out the masks we have.
So when you pull out the mask, the first one that y'all got, you're gonna notice Varys' entire being just like stiffen up as he stares at it. He doesn't know why, but he's like drawn to it.
Oh, does this mean something to you? Is this connected to you?
He's gonna just hold his hand out.
Don't do that.
No, you can do it. But the moment he tries something, I'm gonna cut his hand off.
He could have more information. If it turns into a... The whole worry we have about these things is it turning us into a returned. If it turns him into a returned, he doesn't give us any more information.
All right.
But I don't think he has any information to give.
Well, there's no harm in. There's no harm in asking a few more questions, is there?
I wanted to look through the mask. Looked it on, but see if I could see something in the casket. If the mask did anything.
No, I.
Good. Use this one then. This is the one that allowed me to open it.
Makes more sense.
And I hold up the mask. I hold up the mask I'm holding, and I look through it around the room.
You see nothing.
Okay.
Colette will reach her hand out towards Deimos for the mask.
Just hands the
He takes
silver
it.
mask over.
Alright, she'll look into the casket. She'll kind of like glance at, I forgot his name.
Varys.
Varius, thank you. She'll glance at him through the mask for a brief moment, but she's focused on the corpse and the sarcophagus itself.
Nothing in it.
Okay. Ugh.
Well, nothing that the mask reveals, I should say.
Yeah. She will hand it back to Deimos.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. I guess you can give him the mask if he truly wants it, if he feels it's something he needs.
Perhaps, perhaps we try moving the body.
I say Varius is still
think-
standing there, like his gaze keeps moving to whoever's holding the original mask.
I'm still holding. I wave it from side to side.
Yeah, he's
Give him the
following
mask.
it.
If he turns into a return, I'll just lop off his head.
It seems
Okay,
seems like a waste.
Oh, all right. I'm going to give this. I'm going to give this to you now. And
She'll hold on to her pole,
yes,
the pole arm. I see you, Sam. Watch yourself.
This is an act of honorable trust, and I hope that you will reciprocate by not murdering us. Does that seem fair?
He's just zoned in on the mask. He's not even talking.
This is a bad idea.
Oh, damn it all! I'm going to make try and make another history check. Rack my brain for any information about Varius.
Okay.
Oh, that's more like it. That's an 18 plus 5, 23.
So it finally clicks because you actually remember seeing him in Melitus at one point. He's a priest of Phoenix, traveling around.
Okay, just making a note of that. And so Leandro's going to start, so he holds the mask a little bit, and then he says, "But wait a minute! No, wait! I do remember you. You were in the Agora at one time. You were preaching Phoenix's gospel."
As you say that, because you were close enough, he's actually going to reach and grab the mask. And once he
I'm
gets
gonna bite it out of his hands.
once he gets a hold of it,
All right.
it immediately he brings it immediately to his face, and again the room is filled with blinding light again. I want all three of you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait till
Right
he
as
finishes it.
Helios's bullsack.
Yeah, natural 20 plus 2.
Noise.
22.
I got an 8.
Whatever my
Dice
con
like
is,
me.
plus 13, which is 2, so 15.
Nice.
Alright. So sadly everyone but Leandros made it. And so you guys can you're still shielding. Let me actually uncover now because all I got left is one burr. You guys are essentially shielding your eyes, but you're kind of looking between your fingers almost. Leandros, yeah, no, you didn't get your hand up fast enough because you were right on top of him. Funny enough in this
Yeah.
case. And you are blind for the next 3 hours.
But we're definitely long resting after this.
But for Colette and Deimos, as you guys are looking through, you see almost as if, even though he put the mask on to create the light, the mask is now hovering next to him as it almost starts to reform the return that used to wear it. As once the body is full, they merge and then disappear in another blinding light. And then, when the light dissipates, the only thing left standing there, besides Leandros, because he was right next to him, is the mask. Just the mask.
Is it on the ground? Just up to the ground?
It's slowly lowering to the ground.
Quickly, just
But it
grab
is... I was going to say, you should have waited, Sam, but it is red hot. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Impulsiveness in this party.
So that's a 19 on die.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
21.
19 on die was good enough. So it's hurting like hell.
Hot.
Alright.
There's hot potatoing it. Hot potato takes a cloak. Just
Wait, oh no, if you're hot potatoing it, I want you to give me a dexterity check real quick.
good at those.
In the meantime, I notice Leandros is blubbering and
I can't see. What happened? What's happening?
18.
Help me!
Hold on, you said it was 18, Sam?
18.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
run up to him, and let me see my spells real quick.
Alright, while you're doing that, so with the 18, so as you're trying to hot potato, you almost lose it in the water, like the mucky water. Like you would have found it because of how hot it looked, but you knew you didn't want to reach your hand in that water. But you're able to catch it, and that's when you're able to keep hot potatoing until you get in your cloak.
It just drops it in and the whole lake evaporates. Easy.
Okay.
Wow. No. Yep.
Oh,
Leandros, do not move. If you can't see, the worst thing you can be doing is wandering around blubbering.
no, I'm not blubbering. I'm just
enough.
just a little peeved at not having my sight taken away from me. It's
I
very
don't know how many.
unsettling.
I would say slow look, like just a slow head turn.
I don't know how many times I had to say it that maybe giving him the mask wasn't a good idea, but no one listens to me.
I did not give him the bloody mask. He snatched it out of my hands.
Definitely
Hold
were
on a
considering it.
second. Hold on a second. With everything that's occurred so far, I think this is what we were supposed to do. I'd be feeling a slap on the back of the head if it wasn't. And not from any of you.
It was what we're supposed to do. It could just be more spelled out for us rather than feeling like a clumsy mistake.
That's not how the gods work. That's not how fate works.
Well, did you? I guess not to Leandros, but did you see what happened?
It's,
Colette has
No,
her
I-
hand on Leandros' arm to make sure he doesn't wander off.
Yeah, Leandros is staying right where he is. He's kind of feels a little. I mean, he kind of fell to the ground after he was blinded, but
He definitely helped him
Yes.
up.
yeah, he's. No, I mean, I had the mask out, and then I remembered he was a priest of Phoenix, and then he just reached out and took the mask from me, and then there was a flash of light, and now I'm just. Now it's all just like purple and orange. I can't see anything.
well,
Fortunately, I
judging
don't
by the-
have anything to get rid of that. So
We'll have to get some rest till his eyes recover. From what I saw,
If they recover.
well then two
If I'm
people
not
can be
blind.
making blind jokes.
that's fair. That's funny.
I suppose if you can manage.
Indeed. From what I saw, he put on the mask, but his body was into the Eidolon and the Return. Then they combined and disappeared, but the mask remained, radiating enough heat and power. It's like Perforos had just created it.
You think that he's maybe not alive, but he's out there now, full control over his body? Got his
I-
body back?
I'm not sure he's here anymore, but I'm pretty
No.
sure his reuniting with the mask did something to it. Just slowly taking once it's cooled off, looking in the mask, seeing if there's anything new written in it.
Colette will trot on over and look as well. Making sure to tug Leandros along.
What does it say?
I think someone forgot they locally muted themselves.
Fuck you. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, no, you do see new writing in there. Like, literally, all the old writing is gone. Is just out. Is just the new writing you're saying. And really, Sam, very subtle.
What? Huh?
And it's in Sylvan, and when you read it, it's not a riddle or anything. But where the hell did I put it?
Going to my notes.
There we go. Essentially, it's a, well, actually, it is a riddle. It'll say, follow the bloodline from Master Thief to Master Thief. For once was old shall continue in the new.
Well, that's actually fairly direct.
I didn't get any of it. Alright. I got it, but I didn't get enough to write. I'll copy and paste later.
And the question is, where do we start? Where do we start? And how? It
Here,
wants
hold
to
on.
follow a
Let
bloodline.
Let me actually type the riddle into the chat for y'all, or into the Discord for y'all.
That would be
Okay.
appreciated.
What the hell if I could type right? God damn.
Have you tried typing left?
Oh,
There you go. And then, hold on. Oh, that's not what I need.
Just feeling over the mess, to feeling out the words. If I'm reading this correctly, follow the bloodline from master thief to master thief. From what was old will continue in the nude. Sorry, new.
all right. That, yes, that does make more sense. Phoenix is the patron deity of thieves. It connects us to him once more.
I think we said something a little bit more literal. Bloodline.
Yes,
We know of the individual Orestes.
yes. So
Let's
this
see if
must
his
mean
des-
yes, seek out his descendants. Yes,
let's see if
that's
they're in the
that's
family
the logical
business.
conclusion.
The question is, where the hell do we start with that? Where was he known to frequent? Might give us an idea of where to start looking.
I'm going to make another history check. See if I can recall lore about Orestes.
Go right ahead.
19 plus 5, 24.
Hell yes.
He had no kids, not even bastards.
Is, oh wait. Wait, no, wait. Descent. That can't be right. According to, none of the legends mention anything about Orestes having children.
Maybe it's this new
So maybe
escapee we met?
perhaps, or perhaps it means, perhaps it refers to bloodline in a more metaphorical sense, like a legacy being passed down. But in which case we could. There's no shortage of places we could start looking. We're back to square one.
No, I don't think so.
You think could throwing an idea out there, maybe there's a blood trail?
Not a blood trail. Who's to say it's a child? Could be a brother or sister.
It's true.
Do I since I got like a 24 GM, do I remember anything about Orestes having siblings?
Only child.
No.
only.
Orestes was an only child.
Oh. He seems to be like a foil in this little riddle here.
So maybe not directly.
No, this has to mean no. This is some whatever this is. It's some kind of divine sign. It wouldn't. It has to mean something. We just can't see it. And then like Leandros realizes what he just said, and oh,
How's it feel?
right. I just hope that No. I'm not going to despair. This is. I just need some rest, and this will go away on its own.
Don't worry. If it is permanent, you'll learn the trick I have with having eyes on your ass.
We have been traveling together, and I have never noticed any eyes there.
I
Sarcasm.
believe, yes. Even I know that.
I
Besides,
see. Yes.
besides,
Oh,
it is something
You'll
that
laugh
is
about
a
this later.
habit. I doubt it is permanent. If it was permanent, it would have blinded me as well.
well, maybe you and Deimos were just faster.
I doubt that a hand could simply block the way of a blinding, permanently light.
Yeah, and then it was
Especially
the
that one
blind
that
leading the
close.
blind. That's just
Yeah.
bad taste.
Colette, hold on a moment.
Yes.
Colette, could you lead me towards one of the walls, please?
Yes. We're on a middle, platform. Actually, no, we're gonna... Yes. Alright, so I will... Oh, man. I'm remembering the map off of pure memory. I'm gonna just lead him, kind of through the murky water, trying to make sure he's not slipping or anything, and to a wall to make sure that we can have a comfortable area to sit and talk. Motioning for Deimos to follow us.
We might as well.
Right.
We might as well rest up here for the evening.
You want... Just... I don't know if he'd be exactly comfortable resting his back on the sarcophagus.
Thank you. I kind of lean my back against one of the walls and slowly make my way down it until I can sit on the floor.
Okay.
Yes,
Why did
some
it fall?
brainstorming is needed. We want to figure out where we need to go next. Obviously, we're trying to... Well, our first step is to figure out how to either leave or finish wherever we are. That is our first step.
Well, we brought the mask here, and now we have the next piece of the puzzle. We accomplished something.
Yes.
We just need to.
My next goal after we get out of here is to figure out where the gods decided that Creon was placed. I don't know.
Creon's gone?
Yes, he disappeared in the dust before we entered the maze.
Oh,
Same with Jack.
yes, I remember that now. Forget I said that, everybody. That never happened.
Yeah, though also it was mist for Creon.
Mist. Yes.
Yeah, dust.
You turned
yeah,
Jack into
much
dust?
less ominous.
No, Jack with leaves.
That's besides the point. The prophecy did say 4, and we've been figuring this out with 3. So it feels just wrong.
Yes.
But we have the next piece of the puzzle.
I just don't know why Farah thought I would be a suitable person for this.
You're a storyteller.
She
Yes,
chose you.
yes,
for a
exactly. I'm
reason.
supposed to be my place is in a library or in a Acropolis. I'm not supposed to be. I'm not cut out to be running around tombs and fighting and fending off death.
Real
That's
quick,
the same thing about...
I say real quick. We got a Freya's call. So stretch, posture, hydrate.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate. Maybe this was her way, not just of choosing someone who had the necessary skills, but also in helping you gain a new perspective and broaden your horizons.
I don't see how I'm going to do that. At least not for the foreseeable future.
Have you learned nothing on this trip?
Oh, there I go again.
Maybe now you'll be
You
more
and-
cautious of.
viewing this adventure as something cynical, as a job, as this even if it is necessary, we should park life into it. We shouldn't see it as a drag. We need to do something. The gods have called upon us. The fates have called upon us. If we drag each other down, we're never going to get anything done.
I thought that was what this was. That I was glad to be called to action, and now we're just running from place to place. Only the vaguest of clues to run on. We hardly even know where we're going half the time. How are we supposed? We're supposed to save all of existence.
This is just the beginning.
Well, answer me this then, in all those stories and all those heroes, how many of them just had to travel and do one thing between point A to point B? How many of them knew exactly what they had to do and how to do it?
Can I share your frustration? I can share your frustration. I felt the same when Katametra called me. I was confused, especially from where I came from. But after spending time with her domain and being called action to this fate, it makes sense. For me, I didn't have a life before this. Not only are we expanding our perspectives, but we're gifting the chance for others a continued life and an afterlife. All I'm saying is we will go through many hardships. I will complain about all of them, and so can you. That does not mean that we can give up at the beginning or the end. I doubt we'll be giving up at the end.
The old... Yes, there is there is a proverb that comes to mind. Heroism and hardship go hand in hand.
Exactly.
There you are.
We just need to put 3 of our heads together, and we'll figure this puzzle out. We may be blind, but I'm sure we can do it.
Well, at least one of us isn't.
I am keen on my eyesight. Thank you.
To be fair, I have other ways of seeing.
Fair enough.
Well,
And hey,
sorry, yeah, go ahead.
you're not alone.
Yeah, I suppose
The fates
not.
put us together. We're gonna stick together.
I suppose we are. Well, I hold out my hand as if waiting for her to take it.
Take it.
I just kind of grip it. Thank you, Colette. Your optimism is appreciated.
Thank you. Now let's put our heads together and figure this puzzle out. You can rest in the meantime.
All right.
Just not literally.
Oh,
We
no.
have very, very thick skulls.
And horns.
Well, I suppose as long as we do it softly, it's not.
How about this? Let's put our hands together instead of heads. And let's start, you say, brainstorming. Colette will put her hand in the middle. She mentions to Leandros. She kind of assumed Deimos was going to do it, but she mentions to Leandros she's putting her hand in the middle.
Oh, and I feel around with my hand until I.
He grabs his hand and places it.
One hand on top, just.
Yeah. So I thought. All right, on 3, let's put this mask in the middle of us, and let's get to brainstorming.
All right.
2, 3, brainstorming. That's how you say it. Strange saying.
I think yes. I think it derives from. What's hold on? Let me just. I need to check a god's name here.
What's God?
Yes,
I know exactly. I think I know exactly which god you're referring to. Too.
Oh yes, I think actually the term the term brainstorm does actually relate to one of the old myths of Keranos, now that I think about it.
Makes sense.
Yes.
You'll have to teach me more about these gods. The only one I'm well versed in is Karametra, and even then.
Oh, there are many. I'll have a lot to teach you, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Keranos is the god of storms, but also of inspiration, which is that the word that is where the word brainstorm comes from.
An inspiration, a storm of inspiration.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, let's use this and try to piece together what master thief this could be talking about and where this bloodline is.
All right. So there have to be, and I'm sure Phoenix is known to bestow his favor upon certain worshippers of his. They often to impress him with their prowess and chicanery and larceny. You just have to think of like famous examples. Perhaps one of them crossed paths with Orestes at some point.
Perhaps. Maybe it could be this. Does this god have chosen ones, like how we are chosen for now?
I believe so. Religion check.
All right, so what are you trying to double check with this? Like which god has followers or not followers, champions?
Yeah, I'm kind of recall lore about Phoenix bestowing his blessing on certain followers and or thieves and the like, and or like choosing champions for certain tasks. And I got a 12 plus 5, 17.
Yeah, so with that, so like obviously Orestes, who's still rotting in the open sarcophagus, was essentially one of his champions and was bestowed a blessing. He was one of Phoenix's like top priests, essentially, in terms of, trying to tell people like, hey, believe in Phoenix, he's a great god, etc., etc. But not really much, because with where Phoenix is the god of deceits, he does not openly announce his champions.
Yes. Well, I think Orestes is the one he's the only one I can remember. I suppose the trouble with having a god of lies and trickery is that it's rather hard to find any concrete information about lore and operations.
I have a terrible idea. I would request if I can go over to Orestes' sarcophagus and look around in it.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me investigation.
Alright, I'm gonna go hop over there. And investigation. 15.
15. So you actually do find some items in there. You find an amulet, a cloak clasp, and a broad armband bearing green tourmalines etched and to look like a serpent's eye. Plus, you got his burial mask, which is sculpted with a look of wide-eyed shock, like...
You'll hear a very distant chuckle as she picks the mask up.
And when you pick
Did you find something?
I'll say, when you pick the mask up, you get a feeling from the mask.
I think I did. She'll hop over. She has the valuables with her in the mask in the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
You'll hear the clinking of the valuables next to the mask on the ground as she's studying the return mask on the ground. She's studying the death mask.
Yep.
Deimos,
Yes?
there's a strange feeling I get from this mask.
May I?
Sure. She'll hand it to Deimos.
There was a mask there.
Yes, it was a death mask. With the others we found in here.
Oh, that makes sense.
It has quite a funny face on it,
Oh,
in my opinion.
well, Phoenix is known for having a sense of humor.
Like the face of the man who trusted the wrong fart.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Nope.
It
Keep
feels
my mouth
like-
shut. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Unlike the mask.
No, I was going to... For that, I was gonna say, you mean like how when you gas chambered an entire class?
Hey, that was one time.
Wait, what?
We'll say that for a break.
Not literally. Not in the war crime sense. No war crime. No literal war crimes are free.
Good, okay. No literal war crimes is fine.
No, if I do something like that, it ain't an accident. We're just gonna carefully check the mask, see if I can find any engravings.
Give me
Do
investigation.
you feel anything? Collette's gonna keep a close eye on Mask and Deimos to see if there's anything off. Just to see if, like, a mood change or anything like that.
So it's a flat roll, so it's a flat 18. Which is not bad!
Yeah, so as your hand is running over the mask, your fingers come across a carving on the inside. It's a very crude one, but it's reminiscent of a spider. And you feel, and I'll say too, just because your hand's like running over it, you feel a little bit magic seep from that crude marking.
Just kind of pulls the mask down, and we're gonna use detect magic.
All right, go ahead.
That's cool.
So give me a second. So like the mask comes down. The bright green eyes almost seem to glow. So he starts further examining the mask. What kind of magic is it getting off?
It is getting, whenever it pops up. Really? You're not going to just tell me what the fuck the magic is on here? God damn it. 1 second.
As you're looking, it's like, there's a marking here.
Alright, transmutation.
Transmutation. It's like,
There's a marking inside of the mask.
it's crude, meaning it doesn't match up with the rest of the design of it. It's a spider.
You think it's added as someone else, not the person who made the mask.
Yeah, I think so. Out of character, I'm trying to remember. Does Leandros know the spell Identify?
Let me. I don't think I do. Let me see. No, I do not.
Damn. Alright, well that's the easy way to find out what it does done. Fuck it, guess we're doing it the hard way. It's like,
I would. Wait, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do. I wouldn't take any risks. At least not. And I don't think we're in full condition yet. But what does the marking look like?
Oh, yes.
Spider, you said?
that slow head turn as to what looks like. It's like, oh shit, he can't see it. Joke ruined. Spider, yes.
Yes. It's curious. I don't think spiders aren't normally associated with Phoenix. So
There's a serpent pendant, or like a serpent-like thing.
Yes.
She'll hand it towards Leandro so he can get a feel for it, for the valuables that she picked from.
Okay.
I
Alright.
picked up the amulet,
Yeah,
serpent.
So you hold it. I mean, you really can't get a feel of, like, obviously, like, what gems are in there, what material they're made out of. Besides the fact they're really dusty.
Detect magic is still active. Do any of the objects radiate magic?
Nope. Just the mask.
is the mask, because the rest of the items are just decorational and mundane.
Mhm.
Though the snake... The snake is not reminiscent of Phoenix. The snake is more reminiscent of Bereka.
Yep.
That's interesting. Snake Eye.
Hmm.
Snakes aren't associated with...
No. I mean, snakes are. Yes, snakes are Barika's domain. But there has to be some. I think there might be some overlap with Phoenix.
I mean, she's the god of duality of life and death, burial
Yeah.
rites.
So
It could just be a-
yes. So maybe this is some funeral something funeral trinkets.
Maybe. Maybe the other valuables are just things he had. He deemed valuable. So it's okay if I have the mask back?
Yeah.
Take it back.
Yep.
She's gonna look it over just to see if there's anything else on it other than the engraving. See if there's any, like, how well conditioned it is.
It's old as dirt.
Leandros holds the amulet back out for somebody to take.
Take it.
Here, I'll
And
we'll
give it
carefully
to-
take it and
Yeah, thank you.
examine it top to bottom, feeling for any loose compartments or any engravings that just seem off with the rest of the design.
Nope. Just a basic amulet, cloak clasp, and armband. Minus a gem inside the armband, because obviously, tourmaline's, like, too pricey.
Yeah.
We have two masks of interest now. We have our riddle mask and we have our spider mask. My impulsiveness might be getting the better of me. I really want to try it on, but I will stand by what I said earlier, and I won't.
All right, thank you.
I'm gonna hand it to Leandro so he can get a feel for it. And feel the engraving and stuff like that.
Leandros tries to run his hand along the inside, searching for the spider mark.
Yep, you find it, and you get a little bit of magic coming off it, like you feel the magic.
Oh, yes.
See?
This is. Oh, you. Yes, you were right, Deimos. This is. There's a magic in this.
I'd
What
be
type of
willing.
magic did you say?
Transmutation. The magic of change.
What was it doing on a body?
I don't know.
Better
Perhaps-
question is, transmutation is the magic of change.
Yes.
That's a spider. Could allow the user to transform into one.
Or perhaps it's something more. Perhaps it's simply something spider related, like climbing up walls or spinning webs or something, shrinking, something along those lines.
The spinning webs sound weird. Climbing up walls, though, that sounds useful. For
Oh,
You see Colette
especially
is
for-
visibly shaking and looking towards the mask. You guys are not helping her impulsiveness.
Well, I was gonna say, Colette, Professor Hexagon there ain't helping either. He's like, do it.
No, I see him in chat.
Surprised he's not yelling at you from the other room.
Banging my door.
to quote that the inventor from Legend of Korra, do the thing.
Yeah. Well, I suppose.
Oh, there it is.
What's the light? What is the? Does it look like evening now?
We are
You
inside.
can't tell.
We're inside a cave, and you're blind, and I'm blind.
I hold the mask. I want to feel the engraving.
Uh-huh.
I hand it over to her.
She'll snatch the
Deimos,
mask.
Dave says shitting grin of, I know what's about to happen. I ain't saying shit though. I want to
What
see
is the
what'll happen.
worst? You guys mentioned some magic abilities of transforming, spider abilities, animal-like abilities. What is the worst thing that could happen?
You turn into
you
a spider?
with no weight of turning back.
Hey, if that happens, we have a pet.
And we're down one other person. Don't forget.
No, we're not down one other person. We still have a person. They're just small. And squishy.
Please,
You think-
please don't. You're entirely too calm about this possibility.
Of course I'm calm. Why would I question fate?
Yes,
In a swift mountain motion, Colette puts the mask on, not thinking otherwise.
I'm not gonna say. He's not gonna say shit.
You
He ain't
feel a
gonna say
little.
no.
You feel a little surge of magic come from the mask, but nothing happens.
What happened? Are you a spider?
Colette, thinking she's funny, she will put her hand over Leandros' knee like a spider. Taking the mask off. She'll throw the mask to the ground, cluttering it next to the other one.
Oh,
that
hey,
build up.
hey. Be nice to
What
it.
was that?
You never know what the. No, that was Colette's hand.
Oh, I'm fine. It was nothing. Actually, I did feel a surge of magic, but I didn't feel. Nothing happened.
Oh, all right. Please don't ever do that again.
It was a little funny.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
All right, you two. Just takes both the masks and kind of puts it in the bag. Keeps the new mask out. It's like,
Well, now that my curiosity is satisfied, I don't care for it.
actually, it brings up one idea. We've saw through one of the masks before. Just kind of puts it on and starts looking around the room,
I didn't think of
seeing
that.
if we could, seeing if it highlights or reveals anything we couldn't see before.
Sorry, what's up?
Out of curiosity, puts on the mask and looks through it to see if we can't see anything that was hidden from us or obscured.
Nope. Nothing.
Alright, there goes that idea. There's nothing hidden.
What do you think the magic was for then?
I don't know. I can feel it connecting, but it's small.
Maybe it's throwing an idea out there. Changes the face to make it fit to the dead. Make it fit the mask.
I don't think so. Something like that would have had its design and its enchantment, well, resembling that of its creators.
Perhaps maybe it has to be used in tandem with something else in order to work.
Perhaps.
Or we just don't know how to activate it yet.
That could be it.
Yes, that's also possible.
Well, I don't have much more curiosity for it anymore.
It does bring up one interesting thought.
What? What is it?
Are there any Thieves Guild or famous thieves who were identified to the symbol of a spider?
I'm
Any black markets? Anything at all?
well, would that be a history check?
Yeah, you can do history.
Okay.
I
8
will
plus
assist
5,
with
13.
Can I assist with that one to give him advantage?
Sure.
Throwing out random ideas of what to think about.
Okay. Yeah, that's 16 plus 5, 21.
Woo! There we go.
So you can't really think of any specific group that uses a spider for its symbol. You do know from some people that you kind of eavesdropped on in Meletis as you were going through, you know, the Agora, the markets, etc. That there might be some people with some information on this in... Hold on, I gotta pull up the map of Theros so I can remember the name of the area. Oh, excuse me. Up over at Hunter's Crossing, which is northeast.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I recall some. There was one time I was out walking in Meletis, and I overheard these. I was sitting down in a tavern, and I caught a little snatch of conversation from these two figures. I mean, they were cloaked, and they had. But I do remember they had, like, I saw spider markings on them. Like, I think it was maybe a tattoo or something. Like, and one of them mentioned Hunter's Crossing. I remember that now.
Well, then we might have a potential lead.
Yes.
And we can go off of?
Yes, it's the best we've got right now.
And here you thought we were lost with no leads at all.
Exactly. Still adventuring? On risk?
I suppose my faith was just a bit shaken, I suppose.
I can imagine.
This is your
Leandros
first time.
kind of puts his hands kind of to the back of the wall, kind of trying to work himself up it.
Not
say-
everyone takes to fate's balancing on fate's strings so easily. It's understandable.
Like I said,
That's
we
a
can
good
complain about it.
that's a good line, Demos. You should write that down.
What if I
Agree.
can see what I'm writing?
I say,
Well, I can write it down for you once I get my sight back.
I can write it down. You remember to. Colette will grab the little piece of just like random plant pamphlet she has in her knapsack and use the harpy feathers she still has and write down a quick thing of what Demo said and hands it over to Leandros.
Okay.
I say we set up camp for right now. We wait for Leandros to be able to see again. And
I like that.
Start making
we can
our way
go on
towards
our merry
the
way.
crossing.
That
Maybe in
sounds-
an area that's less full of water.
I mean, if
yes.
we're going towards Hunter's Crossing, I think we'll be dealing much less with the masked dead.
Sounds nice.
Yes.
Maybe. Maybe the place is completely overrun. Who knows? We'll
I
cross
just-
the bridge when we come to it. Or burn it once we're across.
I just hope that nobody's holding grudge over what Creon did back in Setessa.
What did you do back in Setessa?
He tried to swindle a merchant out. He tried to swindle a merchant out of some rum brewing supplies. Claimed it was for exploding butt disease.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes.
You
Not.
mentioned it.
Yes. I think we should. I'm going to. You don't mind, Colette, if I leave that part out of the the story, out of the epic saga I write about all this.
I mean, maybe perhaps the name of said disease, but
No.
You have to explain why I didn't meet him at first. I didn't get to see him until he came venturing back as a long trip at the shop. Readers will be confused.
All right, but I'm not. I'm not going to say anything about exploding butt disease.
the more
You
you
name
say
it whatever
the
you
more-
want.
The more you say it, the more I want to read it in the story.
Leandros shuts up. Let's just get some rest. I want to start seeing again as soon as possible.
Colette will help out with Leandro setting up bedrolls and stuff like that.
Okay, now are y'all
Probably-
exiting the cave before resting, or resting in the cave?
I mean, we have shelter.
Yeah.
We've got We've got enemies have limited access to wherever we are. Inside doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Maybe in this next little room, because there's the exit to the cave.
Yeah. We can set up camp where they had set up camp.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Amos will take a first watch. Somebody else can take a watch afterwards.
I'll take up second watch.
No, I mean, I'm not good at watching right now.
Yeah, but there's
My
only
last
two of
watch
you
will
for
be fine.
watches.
At last watch, he'll be fine.
Okay. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and pause here for a break, because that way we'll be able to get right back roughly about 11. So we're going to take a quick little about 15-minute break. Though, Sam, do you want to do your little bits now, or do you want to say those for end of stream?
Let's go ahead and do them now, because I've got to look in the mirror, and then I've got to kill with kindness.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so what exactly are those? Because I don't know them off the top of my head.
Look in the mirror is a self-kindness. Kill with kindness is complimenting the other person mentioned. So you had to say something nice about yourself, and then because of B, you had to say something nice about me.
Uh-huh. I'd probably say, for myself, I've gotten very, very good at deep diving into characters, developing reasoning behind their action, and then showcasing that.
Yeah, I agree.
It's taken a lot of practice and a lot of self-reflection to do, but it does have a downside. Something emotionally devastating happens to the character, I feel it too.
Oh yeah.
So it's double-edged sword, but that also is great for shows.
Oh yeah.
Because it means they see all that raw emotion in person and they know it's
Exactly.
not being faked.
Mm-hmm.
As for kill with kindness, to our lovely DM, who has not only put up with all of our shenanigans, has found ways to use them to help push us in the right directions, or give us those subtle little hints to help direct us in the reasonable direction, rather than letting us struggle to figure out what to do next.
Yeah, I would probably correct the subtle part for that last session when I kept saying the statues were statues.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, you know when to start, like, increasing or decreasing depending on how we're picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
If we start to lose the trail, you increase the amount of breadcrumbs. If we're getting a little bit too quickly, you reduce it a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I appreciate that. Alright. Like I said, we're going to take a quick 15-minute break. That way people can use the bathroom, refill their drinks, stretch, all that good stuff. So we'll see you guys in a bit.
Bye.
Hey y'all, and we are back.
Did you miss us?
Alright, before the break, everyone started to take a long rest just because one of them was literally blinded. And Leandros, when you wake up, you will see that you have regained your sight.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Oh. He's just kind of relieved.
But yeah, so when you wake up, what do y'all do?
You, Colette, Deimos, you were right. I can see again.
Oh, lucky you.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Alright, well, now that that's out of the way, I say we pack up. I want to give the sarcophagus one more look over, and then maybe we can be on our way.
Fair enough.
All right.
To Hunter's Rest or Crossing.
Which
Yeah,
is
very
Hunter's
close.
Crossing.
It's the second one.
Alright. I will lead the way towards the sarcophagus.
Well, you guys were in the room that had the tunnel let outside.
Oh yeah, I know. I said I wanted to look at the sarcophagus one more time.
Oh, I misheard you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what are you looking for?
Just looking it over to see if there's anything else. Just, making sure we didn't miss anything.
Nothing inside.
Alright, then I will turn back around and we will leave.
Yep. Alright, well, when you guys exit the tunnel... Here, hold on. When you guys exit the tunnel, you will actually see both Creon and Jack standing there. Creon looks like he just battled a fucking storm, and Jax is munching on some grass.
Creon!
Nothing.
What? Where in all the gods' names have you been?
I'm not even gonna try and do the voice that Will does, because I can't do it. He's like... it's all a blur.
Well, you smell like a fish market, so I'm guessing somewhere wet.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm glad you're back. We have our next clue. We were headed towards a Hunter's Crossing. Look for some kind of thief guild or something.
Yeah. Yes.
Colette will run up to Jack and search through her pack and find some, rations. And just, kind of shove it into his face. Like, oh my god, you're back.
I told you we had nothing to worry about, that we would see them again.
I suppose so.
Well, whenever you're ready, Creon, I'll be waiting to hear that story from you about where you were. But I guess now that we have our wagon back, I assume one of you knows the directions to where we're going.
I could drive. He says, just with his big sarcastic smile.
Or you could.
I guess survival check. See if I can remember which direction we should go in. Oh wow, the 18 plus 2, dirty 20.
Nice. So with that dirty 20, with where you guys exited, you want to start heading roughly northeast. You still got a good chunk of the asphaltable fields between you and safety, but you want to be heading not northeast, northwest.
Now that I think about it, yes, we came this way. We need to head back northwest.
Right.
That's right. Which way is this way again?
Just
Rubbing it in.
just let's just get the cart ready, and I can start us off.
All right.
Sounds good.
Oh, Creon, your stuff should be in the cart. Wagon.
We talked about weird a little bit. The other stats in this are
I say he just climbs in.
tough.
I'll follow behind him.
He looked worse for wear than we were less than 7 hours ago.
I say. Get some rest, Creon.
So cool is basically.
I guess we should be on our way then.
Keep your cool.
If that's if Jack is willing.
How cool you are, but like how well
Is he?
you can maintain control.
I don't know. He's enjoying the grass.
There's grass here? Oh.
Where he is, yeah. It's the only living grass is what he's eating.
Well, we'll jump out of the cart and run over to the grass area. Let's see. She will get down and like kind of like dig under the ground and just kind of pick up the spot of grass. He like it just kind of hop onto his back and like so he can continue eating, but the grass can move him. Go forward. Grass can move, so can he.
When you dig up the grass to try and lead him away, he just gives you such a dirty look. Like, I can't believe I'm about to fucking say this. He just gives you a bombastic side eye.
My goodness.
We'll use the ritual speak with animals and approach Jack up front.
Okay.
I'm glad to see you were brought over to the other side. How are you?
I'm tired and I'm hungry.
That's fair. I can make up some grub for you along the way. And where we're going, there's bound to be much better grass and food. We're going to a crossroads.
Fine.
Plenty of fruit, fresh flowing water.
Yeah, he just gives you the same side eyes. He just starts to trot.
You convinced him.
And then, because you're the only one doing this right now, he's going to start saying some words I'm not going to say, as you just look at him going like, where the hell do you get that mouth?
It's like, no, I can relate. I have been there as well. Which is why I'm trying to make this journey as easy as possible. Would you like some? I'm going to start up some, mixing up some grains for everyone. I'll make some for you as well, friend.
Deimos, is this grass favorable for him? Or is it just because he has nothing else to eat?
I believe it is because he has nothing else to eat, and it is here.
Fair enough. I'll keep it on.
With what I have in my bag, I should be able to throw together a mix of grains and fruit. Should be appeasable to everyone's stomachs.
Sounds good.
Yes, I'm up for that.
Like granola, basically like using the fruits, the grains, and some honey to basically make granola bars almost.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like rations, but better.
Maybe granola clusters, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still.
Alright, let's get a move on. And we move on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rayon and Deimos just making food in the back. Don't worry. This food won't give you exploding butt disease.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Though if you eat too much of it, it may stop up your ass.
The opposite. Fibers, right?
Think of it like
Right.
corking a wine bottle, and eventually the pressure just gets
No,
so
no,
immense.
no,
it's
please,
just-
please. I think we get the picture.
It feels good. What time of is it day? What time is it? Let me leave the cave and start venturing again.
I'd be willing to bet it's morning.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh yeah, it's definitely morning.
Right.
Okay, perfect.
She's it feels good to feel the sun again.
It does. Feel...
Despise that cave.
Hey, what's wrong with the cave now?
Well, it's just series
Dark,
of confusion and puzzles.
dark, wet, cold, and uninviting.
And those are others. Nice spot in a field with the sun between the leaves and the trees in a forest. And that's what I call heaven.
I suppose. Doesn't really affect me much. The strings of fate weave my tapestry. I'm still on for the ride.
Fair enough.
Where we encounter those who break fate, I am shears. Where strings of fate need to be realigned, I am a brush. And where new strings need to be sewed, I am the needle.
You're quite the poet.
Leandros is kind of like midway through this. Leandros kind of gets out his stylus and parchment and is like, no, I guess yes, like some charcoal and parchment, and he's writing that down.
Like every time before, Colette will bring out her flute and start a little tune.
And just like before, Leandros picks up his lyre and starts plucking out an accompaniment.
I think we just continue on until we need another long rest or anything like that. So we hit someone.
I'd say probably 30 minutes in, he pops up with basically, it's almost like a, he used cloth to basically, like, press it into a shape. So it's quite literally like a granola bar almost.
Nice.
A what?
Basically using cloth after he's mixed the grains and the fruits, the honey and a little bit of
Okay.
water. It's like almost like a rough dough.
Okay.
Pressed it and used cloth to kind of give it shape.
Mm-hmm.
And after letting it dry a little bit, here you go, you two.
Oh, thank
Probably
you.
favorable to your rations.
Maybe, probably. The fruit is a nice touch.
Yes, and the shape. It's this like seems like it would be quite portable. We could,
It can be. Just don't
honey.
get it. Just don't let it get too dry. It'll start to fall apart.
Brittle.
Mm,
Honey is a nice
Yes.
touch.
yes. Yes.
The
this
blackberries.
is- Hmm.
The blackberries we found
Oh.
definitely help with sweetness, but you need a little bit extra as they are a bit tart.
Mm.
Colette,
This is
throughout.
This is delicious. This could be. This could be like a revolution in travel rations you have on your hands here.
I find
think-
it's always good to know how to make food
Yes.
with what you can find on the road.
Exactly.
Yes.
Rations are meant to be unperishable. Fruits, unfortunately, unless they are dried, don't fall under that.
Not
Oh,
to
that-
mention,
oh, that-
they're meant to put food in your stomachs. They're not exactly meant to give a whole lot of nutrition. One thing
Exactly.
the trainer,
Yes. Yes.
my
But-
trainer
oh,
taught me.
But this presents another opportunity. Like if we make it through this successfully, then I'm sure we'll have some renown, and perhaps in addition to like the saga of our exploits, you could publish a travel guide, perhaps. Like,
Like foods on the
tips
road.
on the road, road and survival tips for future adventurers, future heroes.
Not a bad idea.
It's passing knowledge down to the next generation, the noblest of pursuits.
And if, like you said, we complete this mission, your name will become renowned. People
Yes.
grab it just for the name itself.
No, I'm shooting for much more than just my name to be renowned. I'm shooting for the stars themselves.
I'm sure.
Well, I suppose that's admirable. I only hope that I only hope that the stars don't crash down upon us.
Please, I'll
Sure.
catch them.
This, well, well, I mean, there is. I'm not averse to confidence in our endeavors, but hubris is the common downfall of many a hero. I would prefer it if we avoided ourselves.
Hubris is one thing that comes with like many things, quantity. Too much is too much, but having a little bit is a confidence.
Yes,
Agreed.
I guess the trouble is one never quite knows how much is too much until it's already too
Much.
late.
But if you're too scared to be, proud of yourself or helping your fellow teammates, you're never gonna the accomplishment of those actions.
Yes,
Just the
quite.
confidence towards others.
Yes.
It's fine if we have a sprinkle of hubris in our day. If the fates allow it.
Well, do you think fate will allow us that, Deimos?
I think so. After all, I'm still alive.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yes. Well, I hope the gods see fit to keep us alive for as long as possible.
I mean, they put us on this quest for a reason.
Yes.
No point questioning their wills, their knowledge, or their insight. Most
No,
times
I
we can't
suppose
even
not.
comprehend it.
Do you have another one of those bars?
Yeah, made a few of them here. These two, however, not for us.
I was gonna go climb over and hand it to him.
Just mention that I made them.
And she'll take the bars and climb over the wagon and hop onto Jack's back. And I hand one of the bars, like she'll kind of really riskily kind of wrap her legs around and try to like hand the granola bar in front of him as he's trotting along.
You know, you could simply walk beside the cart and do that, right?
It's less fun.
She's going to get bucked. I just hope she doesn't go under the cart when she does.
I'm handing him the granola bar that he was made for him.
Jack will just take it. He's not going to try and buck you off
She'll crawl back to the wagon.
this time.
I told you it was fun. Risk comes with the reward.
Indeed.
I think I should. If I collected any extra harpy claws. The dagger broke. I want to make sure that past me had it in mind. Past me did not have it in mind. So Colette will futilely look through her bag for an extra harpy claw, but not be able to find it. Trying to make a new dagger.
I mean, now that I think on it... A dagger, you say?
Yes, I made it from the harpies we killed.
Just take one of the old, spears from the Draugr. Take the handle down a bit. Use sword or something to probably she'll break the shaft. Smooth it out on a rock. Split that little part of it. Put a small rock just to sort of indent it out. And then start using some leather or string to wrap it. Basically turning an old spearhead into a full-on dagger.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's genius. Thank you.
Oh, clever.
Oh, this is quite smart.
One
Thank you
must
very
know
much.
how to maintain your gear in the field, or make it, should your gear break.
This makes sense. Only recently begun with fending for myself, so having any of these lessons is quite helpful.
My master taught me well.
He
He adventured for
he
quite
did.
some time. Taught me many tricks of the trade as I trained under him, so that when I eventually began my journey on the road, I was somewhat prepared.
Hmm.
And you can share the wisdom with others.
Indeed.
Yes. Leandros is going to, now that he can see again, Leandros is going to... Colette, could I take a look at those items you recovered from the tomb again, please?
Oh yeah, and she'll search through her bag and find the valuables and hand them over to Latros.
Yeah. Leandros kind of takes a look at he takes a look at the mask again. I suppose this is a little more, It's not, I suppose it's not that dramatic as burial masks go.
It's
And I
quite a
kind of-
funny face, though, in my opinion.
You think it was the last
I turn
face
it
they made
over and
before they
inspect
died?
the spider symbol again.
I doubt it, if this man is such a renowned champion of his god. Last face being that one is quite humorous.
Well, perhaps that's another, perhaps it was one final joke. Something along those lines. Yes, this does... Yes, I think it was very similar to this symbol. There must be... So there must be... This must be like the mark of some kind of thieves' guild that... they must have branches across Theros.
Maybe it's the mark of a family. In which
Perhaps.
case we found our bloodline.
That would be quite.
Maybe so.
Riddle says... Master... Let me think. I didn't save my notes. Okay, never mind.
Follow the bloodline from
Yes,
master
yes.
thief to master thief. From what
From
was
what was
old
old.
will continue the new.
Maybe it is a tradition.
Possibly.
Some kind of... Well, obviously if we're thinking bloodline familial-wise, it could be some kind of mark or maybe even a weapon or something physical. Something that is something that's handed down, perhaps.
Yes,
Watch it-
that's
watch
what
it.
Yes, I thought so.
Watch it be a group or an organization named the Bloodline.
That would also...
Oh,
It would
yes,
be
that's
very
that's a
direct.
possibility.
But also
Master
such a name
Thief.
would mask anything. Somebody just hears somebody go follow the bloodline, they'll interpret it as something more advanced, not realizing it's an actual group name.
Exactly. Exactly with the Master Thief to Master Thief. Maybe it could mean different leaders
Yes.
of this group.
A legacy, yes. I thought that was what it was. I
Well,
kind of
yes.
I set the mask aside and I start looking at the I look at the other pieces that Colette recovered.
If
You're-
anything, we could sell these.
Mm-hmm.
That could be
You didn't-
smart. I'm sure they're valuable.
Hmm.
And
You-
if we're
and you
going to a
didn't-
thieves guild, they probably got someone who is more than interested in buying them.
Huh, I suppose so. You didn't detect any sort of enchantment on these.
None.
Hmm.
And if they did have magic, I would be able to see the strings off them.
Hmm.
The mask was the only thing.
Huh.
And it did nothing, from what we know. Maybe the magic's dwindled. Can magic expire like that?
Maybe?
It could have
Admittedly,
been there for a while.
I am no arcanist. I can't say for certain.
Yeah, do you know anything about magic expiring, or
Hmm. Arcana check.
Go ahead.
12 plus 3, 15.
So there are instances where magic can fade from an item, but it takes a long time depending upon the level of magic used. You can't say for certain, but you have a fair assumption this is not the case.
Well, I mean, I suppose I do know in certain cases that an item with a spell placed upon it, that can degrade over time, but normally that can take millennia for it to happen fully. And I don't think this. I mean, this mask is certainly old, but it doesn't seem to be that old.
and perhaps it is a matter of time, of spending time with the object.
Perhaps. Oh yes, perhaps. Yes, I did hear about this. We have there are certain items I read about that the enchantment is not full. The magic within them is not fully usable unless one undergoes a process of attunement. They have to sit with the item. They have to contemplate it, to hold it, to meditate upon it until they resonate with its magical aura.
Interweaving their own energy with it so they can use it.
Yes, precisely.
If it's something along those lines, then obviously it's something he wanted to keep.
Yes.
It's not something that is a trap. Unless it's a long trick to fool someone.
Well, we certainly have a long trip ahead of us. Perhaps one of us can let me see the mask again. Maybe I can see about tuning with it.
I did wear it first, but alright.
Oh,
She'll hand the mask over.
Well, I mean, I suppose if you would rather, I mean, I'm the one with the I'm fairly certain I have more magical knowledge than you, but
Oh, you do.
Better either of you two than me.
Right.
My
So
magic knowledge comes from the gods, so
If we find any blades or shields, or maybe a set of armor, different
All
story.
right.
well, you can put time aside for that. Maybe we can get somewhere with that riddle, if that's what we need with it.
All right.
I guess just there didn't
Like
seem to
you-
be anything else
So you fixed his plumbing, and you guys kind of.
other than speculation. It's just we just have to wait till we get to the town or wherever we're going.
Wherever
Yes.
we go.
Yeah, well, Hunter's Crossing is barely a town. It's more of an intersection.
The only town I knew and I lived
You
by,
tend-
and
You do tend to see a lot of business on them, though.
Yes.
Stores, inns,
Yes,
places
but
to
it
eat,
is
places to rest, places to shop.
yes. So that it is one of those places that tends to spring up so that map makers don't just have to draw miles of road for such a long time.
Not making.
Like, I take.
Real quick, what is everyone's AC?
Oh shit.
AC is 14.
13.
18.
All right, hold on. So as you guys are talking and going, out of nowhere you just hear a as an arrow whizzes by y'all's head coming from the south.
You all heard that, yes?
Yes.
Oh,
get down, we're under attack!
She'll grab her.
So, to the ones
Like
looking
Leah.
where the attack came from, you see it's a whole platoon of returned.
Oh,
That's
this is
it.
no
Someone-
mercy.
Someone came out to play, and
What?
they are. Your cheeks down.
Hey, Creon, we
Jack?
we need to go faster.
I don't think we get off the wagon. I think we go faster. I can feel far.
Oh, no,
that's
Jack-
too many of
oh.
us. We have to run.
Before y'all even realized what was going on, Jack was already starting to pick up pace. Because he heard the
Jack's
arrow.
like, oh, this.
He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
What I wouldn't do for another boat. What I wouldn't do for a boat right now.
Oh, they're
I
too
have
far.
one.
I was like, they're too far out for y'all. That's why their arrow missed.
Well,
They
I
were
think
shooting.
Colette just hits back.
They were shooting out of range, so there was a disadvantage.
It's like. Remind me once we get to the crossing to pick up a bow for myself. These javelins are good, but only at closer ranges.
Yeah, and then also too, as you guys pick up speed, you see they let the hounds loose as the two-head Cerberus start chasing. Like they're still a good distance away, but they've let the dogs out.
Who?
Can I shoot one at a disadvantage? Or is it too far?
Huh?
Is it too far? Or can
Oh
I
yeah, they're
shoot
still
one at
out.
disadvantage?
Yeah, they're still out.
Alright. I think Colette will just keep an eye on and have her bow ready. Pretty much taking like a ready action to just in case.
He probably has
Yeah.
one of his javelins out at the ready just for when they get in range.
Yeah, Leandros has a. Leandros kind of lifts his lyre, preparing to cast Shatter when they get in range.
Oh, Jack is like hoofing it faster than any donkey you've seen. They ain't catching up.
Alright.
If they were catching
Just
up, one
ready.
thing I'd ask is, Colette, remember that spiky ground thing? That as we're being chased, they go to chase and just.
Yeah. I mean,
Lee?
let's see.
It's
But
not
no,
like once you cast it, it has a range.
yeah, but no. As you guys get a little further away, they stop.
I think Jack deserves his second granola bar for that one.
Agreed. Actually, let's give him a breather. Take a break.
Like,
Get him some water.
let's find an area that's not open plains first, and then I agree.
It's open plains for a while.
By
Okay.
the road. That way, we can see anyone coming and going.
Yes.
Alright, let's get to the road.
All right.
Alright, I mean, you guys made it to the road.
Guess we'll take a second. Everyone probably hops out of. I hop out of the wagon and hand Jack his granola bar. You're saving us back there, and you earned it anyways.
Yes. Well done, Jack.
He just gives y'all a huff.
I gave him his granola bar. I'm sure he's well fed, at least for now.
He still huffs like this ain't, I ain't getting paid enough for this shit type huff.
Once we reach that crossing, sure I can lend a few gold I have and get you some gruel.
Beyond Gruel, nice place to sleep.
Exactly, some stables. Bit of good food.
Alright. And you know what? I think that little heart attack moment for y'all is a good place to stop tonight.
Yeah.
Alright. But great session, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was a great session. Thank you for running it, man.
At least one of y'all
Yes,
got blinded.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm right
Yeah.
here.
I said blinded, not remain blind.
Hmm.
Just give a spell that gives vision to blindness, but only temporarily.
Oh, that's evil. That is beyond evil. Just giving a blind
Oh yeah, that's
blindness.
just that's sadistic.
It's the anti-blindness.
Just anti-blindness, temporary.
I can see. I can see.
See, I got a joke for that, but I'm gonna leave that to Sam because he'll get a kick out of the joke.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean you leave it to me? What do you mean?
No,
by that?
I mean that I'm only gonna tell it to you. I'm actually just gonna DM it to you. Hold on.
Good dice rolls
Where's the
today.
NCR? I can see. By the gods, you're ugly. No.
I mean, Deimos is he has kind of that. He has that kind of mystic blindness where it's kind of like he might as well not be it's like
I'm blind.
like Kenshi in Mortal Kombat.
There you go, Sam.
I was looking Toph from Airbender. Atlas.
Oh yeah.
Toph was a little bit of inspiration for this
That's what I
character.
thought.
It was like, wait.
Oh, okay,
He's got
cool.
blind sense, so his eyes work perfectly well. He just plays off the blind sense to further, the I am one of Clothis' chosen.
Yep.
She is known as the blind god.
Right.
I
Yeah.
operate as if I'm blind. Helps
Yeah.
show that, holy shit, her thing with fate is real?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right.
Oh right. Oh. Okay. I get you.
Yep. But with that,
That is pretty cool.
or like I said, we're gonna go ahead and end this night. So we're gonna go ahead and go around and say who you are, who you play. No real question for tonight. Yeah, let's stick with who you are, who you play, and where people can find you if you want to say the last one. Sam, you get to go first.
Alrighty. What is up, y'all? I have played Deimos. I am Sam. You guys can find me on most socials as variations of Markov and Co. I'm trying to be a little bit more on them, but to be completely honest, life is giving me very, very little free time as of late, especially coming late July, early August, and possibly late November, early December. But if you guys want to see more of the various different programs I'm part of, you can, of course, find me here playing Deimos. Starting back up again soon on Tuesdays, you can find me on Turning Point over with ADH Adventures, as well as on my own channel with the wife, The Starfield, where I handle part of the variety stream section of the channel.
Yep, which, if you ever watch his streams, make sure to use the one sound in particular that costs 1,000 points.
You're evil. Scares the shit out of me every freaking time. I played too much Phasmophobia.
You're the one who leaves it there.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
to
know.
my defense-
I thought about getting rid of it, and the wife said no.
Well, and
So-
also, to my defense, I don't abuse it. I do it once as my way of saying hi. With the exception of the stream like a week and a half ago. That one I did like 3 times on it because I just had the most opportune moments to do so.
valid. I need to add more on there.
Yeah.
Need to add more on there.
At the very least, just restrict it so you know people don't abuse it.
Hmm.
You can set limits.
That's why it's kind of with channel points.
I know, but I'm saying though is you can still set limits on there so people don't abuse it. So like when you have, say, over 10,000 points like I do,
Valid.
I can't redeem it 10 times back to back.
Valid.
Anyway, Leandros.
Yes. I'm Miles. I played Leandros, and I don't really have that much of a social media presence. Mostly, you can find me as you might find me knocking about on Discord.
All right, and Jay.
Hi, I played Colette tonight, and I am Jay. I go by Ducky and or Boojay online. I have a TikTok, Twitter, all that good stuff. I don't really post much, but if you wanna, you can run on over there.
Yeah,
It's
and
up
I
to
go.
you.
Right. Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt. I go by Turquoise Bard online mostly.
And again, I am Kel, also the Celtic Wyvern King. You can find me on my channel here every other Wednesday, though you will see us again next Wednesday, as today was the makeup session for last week, just because we had some people that weren't feeling too hot. So you'll see us again next Wednesday. You'll also be able to find me every other Friday, including next Friday for my Stargate 5e campaign, which is pretty much the flagship show of the channel. As we started dealing with trauma. No, I made one. Oh no! One character was put under the Hoktar device to relive the memories of their torture sessions, to try and figure out to deal with the PTSD of being captured when it only happened just days ago.
Holy shit!
Let's help you get through your trauma by reliving it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I threw more trauma on top of it because I left him on the cliffhanger for the trauma. Anywho, I'll tell you guys.
Help solve your trauma. Or
I'll tell you all off camera, though Jay already knows because I know Nick already blabbed. Because he was going, oh shit, at the end of the session.
I love hearing about the sessions, like barely any context.
But you can find me every Monday on Halfling Wizard Productions for either Windriders of Aria or Orlea Origins. This Monday will be Windriders of Aria, where I get to play A, the chief engineer of the Windrider, who's also the budding psychopath, who has nearly been blinded like 5 times because he uses the red iris feature of his race, which is thermal vision, and people have been throwing a shit ton of fire. It's almost to the point where his corneas are about to be scarred. It's been that often. You can also find me every other Thursday, including tomorrow, for Reign of Vecna, where I play Meek, the Reborn Goliath Redemption Paladin. Try saying that 5 times fucking fast. And then normally you'd find me every other on the opposite Fridays of Stargate over on Dinner Game, but right now there's a lot of IRL going on, so they're on a bit of a hiatus. I am looking at possibly getting another short shot campaign going on the Fridays to help fill in the gap of my schedule there. Or I might just leave it free so I can play more Monster Hunter, because I'm going to kill the Arch-Tempered Raydal that...
hey, if it's any time before, like, 9 o'clock, let me know. I will gladly join you on those hunts.
Yeah. But with that, we're going to go ahead and raid out. We're going to head over to Halfling Wizard Productions as they are doing their first episode of their Monster of the Week campaign. They just started on the channel.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. Gotta love some Powered by the Apocalypse systems. Which, depending on how fast I get the PDF, who knows? I might run the new Aliens Evolved on Fridays. Who knows? Which, the Alien Teach RPG, in a good way. But make sure when we get over there, if you like what you see, hit that follow button. Just like if you like what we had tonight, make sure to hit that follow button for us as well. And don't forget to subscribe, either using your funds or, more importantly, your Twitch Prime sub, because, hey, it's a free sub every month. Use it. It's a use it or lose it. And again, make sure to hit up our merch store. We got some awesome merch there. We got hoodies, we got mugs, we got flags, we got notebooks, we got hats. It's even one that's called the Daddy Wyvern hat. It doesn't say Daddy on the hat, but it's still called it. But we will catch y'all next time.
Catch you next time, everyone.